All the ups and downs of the past 5 sessions haven't given you some stomach-churning moments. We have a little bit more that we have to tell you about. 90% of the actively managed funds and people that you're paying to handle your money are failing you. There's a new study out from S&P that finds that 9 out of 10 U.S. equity funds aren't even beating the market. And this despite all those hefty fees that you pay that promise you big returns. Here to weigh in on this is the head of the firm that has more than 5,000 institutional clients globally, Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Shawn Matthews. And Shawn, we've got another pretty wild day here. We're down 85 points for the Dow, but you guys are a prime brokerage. You're a middleman. Does this surprise you when you see that people pay active managers and then they're not beating the S&P?
Well, let's look at the marketplace. Certainly, the passive investors have become much more active. ETF market has become much bigger over the last 5 years or so.
Yeah.
And really, we've been in a correlated asset environment where low interest rates have dictated how people's performance has actually come about. When we go back to a more volatile world, when interest rates start to actually go up in the next year or so, I think that could change, and I think you could see active participants actually start to outperform.
Well, people are waiting because they're paying 1–2%, and it's really infuriating them that these people can't even hit the S&P target, which isn't even skyrocketing and a couple of points up. But people are waking up and pulling their money out of these actively managed funds. How's that benefiting Cantor as we look at a market that is extremely volatile? Because you guys can really capitalize on the volatility.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the volatility has been relatively low. In the last week or so, it's actually picked up, but the summer certainly was a low volatility environment. I mean, we're a market participant, so if volatility picks up, there's always people trading, and there's opportunities for us. So active, passive, we don't particularly care. We're going to trade and be an active middleman.
That's why we like you guys. Listen, you may be very active next Wednesday when the Federal Reserve probably doesn't hike rates. What do you expect to happen next week, and do you think we'll see a rate hike on Friday, in December?
I don't. I think we see there's a 50-50 potential in December, and I would lean towards there actually be a tightening at that point in time. But I think they're a little bit behind the curve at this point. So Yellen really has to figure out what is her mission. Her mission shouldn't be to worry about assets. Her mission should be to worry about business cycles and where we are.
I'm with you, Shawn. Shawn Matthews, Cantor Fitzgerald, CEO.